Welcome everybody, Kelly here from KB Auto Tech and Adventure. Today we're at my shop. I have my 97 4Runner here on the hoist, and we're going to do a front and rear differential fluid service, so stay tuned. Well, we're ready to get started. So this is something that you can definitely do at home. You probably don't even need to jack up the vehicle depending on the size of your vehicle. You can probably just roll in underneath. It might be a little bit tight, but you can definitely do it. So let's go. Okay, so here we are at the rear differential. We have the fill plug, and down in here in this bossed area is the drain plug. Now, before we do anything, we're always going to loosen the fill plug first. The last thing you want to do is remove your drain plug and then find out you have an issue and you can't remove your fill plug. That way, you know, obviously, plain and simple, you'd have no fluid in there and you're stuck and you're in trouble. So before we go ahead and do that, what we're going to need to do is clean around both of the plugs. So depending on if your truck's really dirty or whatever it is, get a wire brush here and clean basically all around, just so we're not getting any, you know, small amounts of dirt or debris inside, you know, while we're working in the area. So you can clean both of those, and then we can go ahead and remove the fill plug. For the sizes, we're going to be using a 24 millimeter, but you can also use a 15/16. So you're going to need a socket and a wrench. Unfortunately, a wrench is not going to do any good for the drain plug because it has a embossed area to protect it from damage when you're off-road. So let's go ahead and let's remove the fill and then the drain plug. Once you're satisfied that it's drained enough, we're going to go ahead and put the drain plug back in. Obviously, this would be a great time to change the crush washer. I'll be honest with you, I did not change mine. We're going to go ahead and torque this down to 39 foot-pounds. All right, so we're ready to put some fluid in. So, you know, this brings us to the question, how are we going to get it in there? So we've got a couple of different ways that can be done. Some bottles that you can buy have, you know, basically a filling straw on there. These Liquimoly bottles, they come with this handy dandy little filling spout, so you can pour it in there. Unfortunately, on the front diff, yeah, it'll probably work on the front diff. The rear, you have a lot of clearance, so it'll be no problem for the rear. The front, you might run into trouble or not. That leads us to bottle pump. You can buy basically like a hand pump that goes on here, and you can connect a hose to it, and you can buy those bottle pumps for, I think, like a few bucks, $5 maybe, or something like that. Those will attach to most bottles, and then you can pump your fluid. That's a really easy way. I mean, you're basically, that will solve it. Here at the shop, I have something a little bit different. I have a full pump, so, you know, we can put lots of fluids in here and just pump away. And, you know, we got these different straw attachments that we can put on there, so we can get into all kinds of stuff. So most people don't have that at home, so usually hand pump or those handy bottles. So anyways, we're going to be using some 7590. I am using this Ineos 7590. And anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and let's get this done. Let's go ahead and fill this up. Now, depending on which method you're going to use, let's get it filled just until the fluid is trickling out. Once we're done with that, we can go ahead, throw the fill plug in, torque that down to 39 foot-pounds as well, and let's make sure we clean the area. We always want to leave it better than when we started. So here we are at the front differential. Fill plug is right up here, and drain plug is right in here. Just like the rear, we're going to go ahead and remove that fill plug first, and then we're going to go ahead and do the drain plug. Unfortunately, I have a little bit of a problem, and we'll see how that goes here in a second. To undo this fill plug, you're going to need a 10 millimeter hex socket. Now, a good tip, always before you put one of these in, is to clean that hole out and make sure there's no dirt in there. That way you're getting a positive contact and not stripping out the bolts.
Wait till you see this. Like I was saying, you don't want this stripped. So, being a used vehicle, you just don't know the history. So someone has gone ahead and stripped this 12mm hex drain plug. Now, in order for me to get this out now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a sharp chisel and a hammer and basically put a notch in there and basically turn it. You'll see. Well, there you have it. So same as the rear, get it drained out. Let's go ahead. I got a new drain plug. Let's put that in. We're going to torque that down to 48 foot-pounds. This one is different from the rear. Here we go, same. Get the fluid full till it's dribbling out. Then put the fill plug back in, and we're going to torque this down to 29 foot-pounds. All done. Let's clean it up.
Well, there you have it. Front and rear differential fluid service. Something really simple. You can probably do this at home. You might not even have to lift up your vehicle, depending on how much room you have. So, thanks so much for watching today. If you found this video interesting or informative in any way, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I got lots of Toyota content for you to check out as well if you want to have a look through my channel. So, thanks so much for today for watching. Anyways, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.